Well, we have been following the measles outbreak spreading all across the country for weeks now, and it's putting a spotlight on the importance of vaccines. Here's WATE 6 on your side anchor Lori Tucker with tonight's Caring for Our Kids. Lori.
All right, thank you, Kristen. You know, measles is just one of many illnesses that can be prevented with vaccines. And in fact, as we told you at 4, a California bill just out would prohibit parents from skipping child immunizations. Well, joining us now with more to answer your questions about vaccines is Dr. Redman, ER Director at Children's Hospital. Thanks for coming in.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about the common vaccines out there to prevent illness.
So the current vaccine schedule is updated every couple of years and usually includes several doses of combination medicines to help with usually starting at 2 months, 4 months, 6 months, up to even 2 and 4 years.
All right, and they cover all kinds of different things, measles, mumps, rubella, you name it.
Polio, diphtheria, tetanus, pertussis is one that we often talk about because that's one that is still around in the community. We still see that natural infection. Yep, exactly. Yeah. And it's really important for the entire community to be vaccinated against that because that's what protects the really young kids, the ones who are not fully immunized yet. Mm-hmm. So the bigger that disease burden is because of people who are unvaccinated, the more at risk our infants are who can get really sick with that disease.
And again, as we've been reporting, we are starting to see some of these diseases make a resurgence, and doctors like you are saying it is because we're not having all of our kids vaccinated. So what do you say to parents who are afraid to have their kids vaccinated, and how do you respond to them when they come in and ask you questions?
I think a lot of it has to do with just information because the impression, you know, the vaccine program has largely been to some degree impacted by its own success, and that we haven't seen these diseases around for a while. So people forget how deadly they can be when you look especially at even things like measles, that, you know, if you're looking at a fatality rate pre-vaccination, then it was about 3,000 people a year who died as a result of that. And since we haven't seen that since 1956, people start looking at the very, very small rates of side effects from vaccines and forgetting the larger context of why we're doing this, because these diseases in the first place are bad things to get.
Risk versus benefit. All right, before we let you go, big important question here, and that is there anyone out there who should not get a vaccine?
There are certain health conditions that would preclude vaccinations, and that is why it is very important for the rest of the community to be vaccinated, because it not only protects your child, but it protects the children that are vulnerable because of immunodeficiency or other medical problems in the community. As we say with vaccines, we are all in this together.
Absolutely. And so if a parent has a question, be sure to talk to your doctor about it. Get the information.
Absolutely.
All right, Dr. Redman, thanks so much once again. And if you have a question about your child's health, just email me at ltucker@wate.com. And be sure to tune in every Thursday right here on WATE 6 on your side news at 5:30 to see if we use your question on the air.